Every now and then I come to a park where you need really good knees at, and this is one of those parks.
First off, I'm going to answer the question you're all thinking. No, you can't swim in the falls, but there are designated swimming areas, so don't worry, you won't leave here completely dry. And let me tell you, we fought the crowd to get in here, so we're definitely making the most of it. Now before we get started, I need to address the elephant in the room, or should I say the flint in the river. Is it Peter-Nales or Pedernales? Because I've heard about 15 different pronunciations at this point. Half the locals say Pedernales. The sign very clearly reads Peter-Nales, and my GPS just gave up entirely. Honestly, I'm starting to think the park rangers just sit back and enjoy watching people stumble through it. But you know what? However you say it, there's water here. It's beautiful, and we're about to go see it. So let's stop overthinking the name and start exploring Pedernales Falls.
What's up, YouTube? It's Matt with the Matt Out Here YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning visitor, welcome back. And today we are at Pedernales Falls State Park, and I found a parking spot. The park is packed today. There's tons of people, and the whole first parking lot was full, and so I ended up having to park here in the Overflow parking. But yeah, this park looks like it gets tons of people. It was super cold last night, super cold yesterday. The sun came out today, so did the people. Really don't have a plan for the day, just to explore, at least see some cool stuff. We're probably gonna bang up our knees a little bit, check out the water, the falls, some of the neat little rock formations here in the caves around the area, and just take an opportunity to get outdoors.
Before heading down to check out the falls, I stopped and looked at the map real quick.
Park's covered with cedar. Cedar counts have been extremely high lately. Between the cold weather, the cedar, a lot of people aren't coming out right now. When the sun comes out, everybody comes out.
All right, so while we're making our way down here, let me drop some knowledge on you guys, because this place has a lot going on underneath the surface. So first off, where exactly are we? We're about 30 miles west of Austin, sitting in Blanco County, right in the heart of the Texas Hill Country. And if you're coming from San Antonio or Austin, this is a super easy day trip. Johnson City is only about 10 miles away west of here, and if you've ever driven through on 281 or 290, you've basically already passed by the park. This land wasn't always a state park. Before Texas got its hands on it in 1970, this was called the Circle Bar Ranch. A couple named Charles and Harriet Wheatley bought it back in 1937. And get this, they actually used their oil money to run a cattle and sheep ranch right here, right where we're standing. And before the Wheatleys, going all the way back to the 1870s, there were at least 6 or 7 different farms and ranches out here. There was a whole little community, a school, a church, and a cemetery, all right here. By the mid-1890s, most of it had been wiped out by death, drought, and economic hardship. So when Texas bought the land and opened the park in 1971, they called it a pristine wilderness. But honestly, people had been living here for about 10,000 years before that. But the real star of the show is the geology. The limestone you're about to walk out onto, it is roughly 300 million years old. That's older than the dinosaurs. That limestone is called the Marble Falls Formation, and it's the same rock that makes up the main cascade of the falls. And the name Pedernales, that comes from the Spanish word for flint, because Native Americans used to collect flint right out of this riverbed to make arrow points and dart tips. Spanish explorers in the 1700s saw it and named the river right then and there. So I think I called these caves earlier, but they're actually not caves. They're called rock shelters. The water carved these out over millions of years. The harder limestone on top holds its ground, but the softer rock underneath just dissolves and erodes away. And then you're left with these little natural alcoves. Native Americans actually used rock shelters exactly like these as dwellings thousands of years ago. Honestly, we're standing in front of something that people were calling home long before any of us showed up here. Now, I do want to touch on something really quickly. The water can go from calm to life-threatening in minutes out here on the Pedernales. Flash flooding is no joke out here in the hill country, and unfortunately it has claimed lives at this park. So if you visit, and you absolutely should come visit, just check the weather, stay aware, and if that water starts rising or getting muddy, you can get out of there pretty quickly.
This park is covered in little pockets and small little dwellings like caves all over that have just been formed by the water coming in and out of here, over like thousands of years.
The wildlife out here is incredible. You've got white-tailed deer, armadillos, coyotes, wild hogs, and raccoons, and over 150 species of birds call this park home, including the endangered golden cheek warbler. So bring your binoculars if that's your thing. And the park itself is over 5,000 acres. There's camping, hiking, mountain biking, horseback riding, fishing, and they've even pulled carp out of the river as big as 15 pounds, and of course, the swimming areas we talked about earlier. Alright, but enough talking for a moment. I want y'all to just take this place in for yourself.
Every now and then I come to a park where you need really good knees at. This is one of those parks. There's tons of zigzagging, going in and out of caves, on and off rocks. Great if you like to climb. If you're not a climber, I would maybe rethink coming out here. Maybe just watch this video.
So why is the water so clear? This isn't just regular river water, this stuff is almost impossibly blue. And it's because of what's underneath us right now. All of this water is fed by underground aquifers, basically massive reservoirs of water sitting beneath the limestone. The big one out here is called the Edwards Trinity Aquifer, and it's one of the most productive aquifers in the entire world. Rain falls up on the plateau, it soaks deep down into the cracks and fissures in the limestone, and over time it filters through all of that rock. The limestone acts like a natural filter, and it strips out the sediment, the dirt, all the stuff that makes most rivers look murky. By the time it works its way back up into this river, it's crystal clear. This same water system supplies drinking water to over 2 million people in Texas. So what you're looking at right now is genuinely some of the cleanest water you're ever going to see in nature. The river doesn't always look like this though. You catch it after a storm and it'll be brown and muddy, and that's fresh rainwater that hasn't had time to filter through the rock yet. After spending a little time checking out the crystal clear water, I headed up along this canyon wall to check out this sedimentary rock, and every single layer you're seeing is a different chapter of time, each one laid down on top of the other over hundreds of millions of years. The bottom layers are the oldest, and the top layers are the youngest, and every single one of those layers was once the floor of an ancient sea. You're literally looking at time stacked on top of itself. After spending some time checking out that canyon wall and the sedimentary rock, I headed back down to the water, and from there I went and checked out more of the area. I wandered around and just took it all in. If you're new here, I encourage you to go check out my channel. I've got everything from game camera footage, Texas State Park, the Texas coast, parks all around the hill country, hunting, and really just anything that has to do with being outdoors. It's all there. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because you're definitely going to want to come along for what's next. And hey, drop a comment down below. Tell me where you're watching from and what your favorite spot in Texas is. And with all that said, check out now what in my opinion is the coolest part of the park.
Well, folks, that's going to be a wrap on this video. I hope you all enjoyed this one. Just a nice, quick little getaway, getting outdoors and just coming out here and exploring, getting some sunlight, some vitamin D, gearing up for more of the winter to come, right? Because February's, I'd want to say, one of the coldest months here in Texas. Definitely taking advantage of these sunny days where I can get them, and just an opportunity to get outdoors. And I hope y'all are doing the same. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Take care.